Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video of EZ Algo V2. In today's video, we're going to be covering over the new indicator, EZ Algo Oscillator Waves. Now, this indicator can be used by itself, or it can be used together with EZ Algo V2. So EZ Algo Oscillator Waves is our three-stage momentum confluence system. And all that really means is that there's three different main components that tells us how price is moving at any given time. So first off, we're just going to go over what each indicator means, then go over how you can easily use this to find trend shifts, breakouts, reversals, and also how to build confluence and confidence in trading. When you load up EZ Algo Oscillator Waves, you're going to see quite a few different indicators populate on your screen. So let's go over what each of these things mean. First and foremost, we have our momentum candles, which if we hover over to the script name in the settings, we have our momentum trend candles, right? And all that is it tells us what direction price is heading in and how strong that move is. Now, green means it's an uptrend, red means downtrend, and purple candles mean that the price action is either choppy or a reversal is trying to take place. Now, to add more confluence to this, we also have our oscillator overlay, which is just a cloud-based system that tells us the higher time frame picture of price. Basically telling us if price is going to be moving up overall, or is it moving down. Now, when price is moving up, when this cloud is green, all that's telling us is that our momentum candles are going to be a bit stronger. As you can see here, cloud is green. We have this move. We have this move right here on Bitcoin in 4 hour. And now when the price starts reversing into that or gets to the red overlay cloud, which is bearish, our price action changes, right? So now this is changing into this choppy, no trading zone price action, right? And as it gets worse, price starts breaking down from this, which we can see right here. And to further add an extra layer of confluence onto that, we have our Stoch Wave, which is this line right here. It's a blue and red line. And this will tell us the direction of each price action move. So as you can see, as price is moving up here, we have our blue Stoch Wave line telling us it's bullish. Starts getting weak right here. As you can see, price is just more going sideways choppy. It pops up, but then what happens? This starts rapidly falling down and price matches. At the same time, we have our momentum candles up here and our oversold zone right here. Starts shifting over and telling us that the price action has shifted and price is either going to go sideways like it did here, or it's going to have a correction and start falling down. So this is really good at telling us the direction of how price is moving on these different time frames. Next on oscillator waves, we have our top and bottom alerts. Both of these correlate with the same top and bottom alerts that's in EZ Algo V2. So it can give you a better confluence system. When you see a top on V2 or on here, we can look at our oscillator candles, we can look at our Stoch Wave, we can even look at the overlay to try to see if there's any clues that if at that current point price is trying to reverse, or if it's just a stall, which right here we can clearly see it's a stall. Now here we can clearly see this is a reversal. The trend is actually shifting, which is something completely different. So it's pretty cool to see up on here. It's laid out really well to give you guys not only the picture of how price is moving, but also the bigger picture as well too. Now, if you notice these orange bars right here, all that is just a highlighting our squeeze zones, telling us that the price is being squeezed. And if we go into V2 as well, we turn on our squeeze zones, it's going to match with these orange bars. So this is just a different way that you can visualize on the oscillator periods when price is in that tighter range. As well as our trend bar below that. And all of our trend bar is telling us the overlay trend that's right here. So basically, if you do not want this to populate on your charts, you can shut this off. And we'll just rely on this green bar to tell us if the price is going up overall or a price is going sideways / going down. So it's just different ways to visualize the same indicators in a better, more useful format. Now with the basics covered on that, let's see how Bitcoin 4-hour chart has played out using the oscillator waves. Knowing that our green momentum candles tells us when the price momentum is moving up. Our Stoch wave can tell us quickly how price is behaving in that trend, whether it's going up or moving down, making higher highs or higher lows, and how our overlay reacts with price overall. So as we go through this, for Bitcoin's back history on this, we can clearly see how it plays out, how our overlay switches green, price shifts up, how our overlay shifts down. Our candle can give us a solid momentum to tell us how price direction is moving. And we can clearly see how price is corrective as well. This is a solid indicator to use on multiple time frame, guys. So whether you're using equities, commodities, crypto, whatever you're trading, this is really good confluence to add for your whole trade setup. Whether you use EZ Algo V2 with it, or if you're just going to use this by itself. This will map out the trends for you, and this will tell you how price is behaving and moving. So like we can see here, it shifts green, price is moving up. And we can see the shift happening in real time, how price is going up and then how price is correcting back down. So like another key indicator like here, or indication I should say, is if now we look at September's price action where this bottom out, we had some bottom alerts populate right here. Our momentum candles started showing up. Our Stoch wave started increasing. Same with our momentum candles. Price starts breaking out. And then we started getting multiple top alerts as this happens. And what happens is our Stoch wave right here started making higher lows and lower highs. While that was happening right here, price was making higher lows and higher highs. Well, eventually this shifted over and our momentum candles told us that price is actually starting to correct and turn a bit bearish. So we should be cautious here. What ended up happening? Price went from its highs from 120 and we had that nasty move on October 10th and price corrected really hard. Our oscillator waves told us the picture that was taking place and it was shifting that it was bearish 2 days before that large move took place, just using on 4-hour chart as an example. So this tool is really good to use and good for confluence on how price is moving at any given time. All right, now let me shut this off here. Now we can even see, even in the most choppiest of price action that we have, where Bitcoin, for example, has been just moving flat for the last month, we can still identify these up and down moves through the oscillator candles, right? We got our move up, we got our corrective move, we got our move down. Got to move up, move down, up and down. It's literally like ping pong, how you can use this, right? And whenever our Stoch wave is in this overbought category or oversold area, we can use that as stronger reversal points as well too, on how it's behaving, how it's moving, and if the overlay or if the momentum candles are agreeing with that price direction. So this is just a simple tool to use to verify trades, verify trend conditions, and to verify how price is moving. currently and within the broader trend. Now, if we take a look at something like, for example, for a commodity like platinum, we can clearly see how the oscillators behave for that. We can see the corrective move down here, where the momentum candles and our Stoch wave both were aligned instead price was moving down. Where it hit a bottom, our bottom indicator went off here. Momentum candle started getting thinner and thinner. It popped back to bullish. Came up here, corrected again, and then shot back to bullish, and now we have this extremely strong move. And as soon as the oscillator waves flip bullish again, was right when price broke out, and then we have this extremely strong move all the way up to, what is it now, $2,570, which is quite insane. Now looking at another example, we have SPX hourly on the chart. Now using the oscillator waves, we can clearly see how price has been moving using it, right? We have our momentum candles indicating to us that price was moving up. We got our corrective candle right here, which followed by price doing a hard correction. Our momentum candles spotted out the pop-up right here, but our oscillator overlay, which is our second confluence indicator, was still bearish. So what happened? It corrected again. We had our temporary bottom alerts, and then once the Stoch wave and momentum candles lined up, we had our stronger onset move, which was then verified by the oscillator overlay. Now, instead of trying to trade this chop right here that took place and this more of this corrective move, if we take a look at it, our momentum candles was telling us when this drop happened right here that the trend shifted and it was going to be more sideways price action, which is what took place. We had our little fake out right here. Top alerts took place. Our momentum candles and Stoch wave both turned red. Oscillator overlay turned red as well, and price started correcting back down. And then our early indication, which was our Stoch wave and momentum candles, flipped bullish. Back again. We had our bottom alerts. And then we have SPX started rallying up again. And now what's happening again? We have our weak candles. So prices moving sideways once again. So no matter if you're trading platinum, gold, Bitcoin, SPX, whatever you're trading, this is pretty useful to use across the board. Whether you use this with V2 or trying to add confluence for your own trading system, this is going to tell you these momentum moves as they take place to a highly accurate degree. So hourly in like lower time frames, especially for SPX, is pretty hard to trade for most people. This is a really good solid indicator to use for that. So whether you're trying to do lower time frame or if you just want the bigger picture, like we'll just take a look at daily. How has daily been behaving? We can clearly see that our momentum candles have been hugging and hanging out in this high range area, indicating to us a stronger trend that was going up. We have our Stoch wave, which was telling us each of these move ups and downs. And our overall trend, which is the oscillator overlay, has been bullish, the entire time. And when it finally shifted, we had this nasty correction, right? And our oversold and overbought markers gave us areas that were potential bottoms and potential tops, right? Like playing ping pong in this range as price moves up and price moves down. So whether you're trading on higher time frames, lower time frames, or let's say you're even scalping, let's go to 15-minute real quick just to check it out. We have the same thing. Price started getting weak here. We had a little fake out pop-up move and our momentum candles started correcting really hard. Stoch wave went here, bottom out, started going back up. Now it reached quickly to this overbought condition and price has been moving sideways in this range. So you can see that in these different ranging environments, even on assets like SPX, it tells us what's going on pretty accurately. It's pretty accurate to use across the board. So this is a great indicator to use as a confluence building for different scripts, different strategies by itself, or with EZ Algo V2, especially with those signals to tell us what direction price is moving, what's the likelihood of it, and how strong that move is. Now taking a look at our settings, we have a few different color themes. If you want to change the entire color layout for it, maybe something darker, maybe something lighter, you can do that. We can remove some of the indicators off if you just want, let's say, just the oscillator candles to populate on the chart. You can do that. We also have our divergence line, which is a div line right here. And this can accurately map out our regular divergences and our hidden divergences as well. Now for our div calculation, we have method 1 and method 2. Method 1 is just a created way to calculate divergences, which is going to give you more divergences to show up. Method 2 is just going to use our basic RSI settings for that. Now, let's say if we want it to show up on the chart as well, we can just hit this. And now it's going to populate on the chart and tell us what's going on as well. If we want to view the Stoch Wave crossovers on the chart, we can do that as well. And as well, if we want to display the squeeze zone and the trend bar, we can do that. Now, let's say if you want to look at the indicators and the oscillator waves on multiple time frames and see if the overall market structure is bullish or bearish, we can turn on our indicator dashboard, and that's going to do a few different things for us. So it's going to tell us the time frames. It's going to tell us if the momentum candles on those time frames, if they're bullish or bearish. It's going to tell us if the oscillator overlay is bullish or bearish. And then it's going to tell us the level that our Stoch wave is at, and if the direction of it is moving up or down. Now, if you see this orange marker here, all that's telling us is that the Stoch is in a oversold area, and we can tell based on the level and the arrow direction. Now, if the arrow was pointing down and our Stoch level was low, down here, it would be orange as well to indicate that it is now an oversold area. As well as it gives us an overall score too. So 8 out of 15 is neutral. It's basically an in-between range of just sideways, right? We can kind of indicate this on our lower time frame as price is kind of moving sideways as well with that. It's pretty useful to use. And to turn that on, all we got to do is go to our settings, go over to our display indicator dashboard, and we can turn this on, turn this off, change the colors. We can also choose the time frames as well too. So overall, it's pretty useful. And if we want to set alerts for any of these conditions to warn us live at any time on any chart that we choose, we can go to our alert settings. In the settings, we can go down to the alert section. We can hit enable all alerts. We can choose if we want to be alerted when price closes and that condition is met. If we want to just be alerted once per bar before price closes, or the candle closes, I should say, excuse me. Simple alerts, all that is we hover over to that. And that just basically will give us a bunch of alerts at once if we just want to click it on and be done. If we only want to be alerted on something to change with the indicator, when our Stoch wave is crossing over in an oversold or overbought area, we can do that. We can also enable strategy alerts. So let's say for the main signal, we want to do momentum candles are bullish, they're bearish. Our overlay is bullish, bearish, or maybe our Stoch Wave is bullish, bearish. We can do that. We can add our confluence, how many indicators in the script has to align with it to agree. And we're all set for that. If we want to do individual alerts, just something simple and easy, we can click this on. We can have it include the ticker, the time frame, include the current price, and we can choose what condition we want. So if we want when the momentum candles flip bullish or bearish, we can do that. The oscillator wave to flip bullish or bearish. If we want to be warned of divergences, Stoch waves, reversals, we can do that all. We can even add our own custom message box in there, and this will be added to your alert message. And once we have what we want to be alerted in this, then all we have to do is just click on this icon right here, create alert. Condition is EZ Algo Oscillator Waves. We're going to click on the any alert function call, and then we click create, and we're done. And now we're going to be live warned when any of those conditions that we set are matched. We can also see like how we want the alert message to be sent. If we just want a notification in the application, if we want a pop-up notification, if we want to send an email, webhook, play sound, text, whatever the case it is, we can do all of those things in the alert section in TradingView. It's pretty simple to use. All right, so we covered quite a bit today, going over EZ Algo Oscillator Waves. Our next video, we'll just go over how we can use both of these together, EZ Algo V2 and Oscillator Waves, and using Oscillator Waves to add confluence to our own trading strategies, our signals, and how we can play these ranges. So anyways, if you're still here and been listening for this long, I thank you. And thanks for being here. All right, till the next one. Bye.